always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And here he comes out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Got it. Let's go, right. They'll run the toss. Knocked down behind the line, and this defense trying to shut down the running game and set the tone right out of the gate.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Kinsey. It's complete on the right side. Delivers the spitball. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Motion from the wideout. Toss to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the run, it's Hayes. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Kinsey. Pressure coming. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Lines a tight end down the gut. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wilson will throw. Finds a tight end. And he's still running after the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looking to throw for it. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Gators are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Wants to throw on first down. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Got it, looking for first. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a win for this defense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work. There he goes! Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. They send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Running to Green. There he goes! The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 18 to Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Powers through the defender. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Plows through the defense. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Find some fresh air. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
Turning it on! Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got some room into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Under heavy pressure lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Trying to slam in. Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Unloads to the right. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They have some time here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Gators in the hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. He wants to throw it again. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I like it.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last completion still leaving them with a third down. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Fires to the wideout. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. There's the pressure. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked up. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. To the air, it's Kinsey. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to the ground game on the left. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He might want another play. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Give to the back. Fighting off the defender. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boom away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Gators going back to work on offense now. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying play action. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
With this time, tight game, hoping to get something on the board. To the ground with the back. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Gators will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wilson to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Florida! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to run for it. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They punt it away on 4th down. He makes a catch backed up in his own territory. Touchdown, Gator! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returns are so quick. You can play touch football in the elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Oh, that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. This time it's complete.
Now, we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see now.
Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep...
He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Have a day, young fellow. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Wilson will throw. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack warrants the two-point try. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The play action fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown Gators! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Number 10, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To throw, it's Kinsey. Got the back over the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. He'll set up to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative, run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wilson to pass. Snagged out of the air. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gators want to move quickly. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wilson will throw. Unleashes one deep. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And his slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today. And any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 35 to Miami. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got an open man. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Kinsey. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Hard-hitting tackle. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. It'll be third and long. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's McFadden. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Bring in the heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
All the way back to the 15. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.